Hi, this episode I'm going to tell you what I think Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3 is the ultimate best phone out there. Not only a folding phone, a full stop. I am a content creator, been using this for a couple of weeks now. I currently had S22 Ultra and I think this phone is a lot better. And I'll tell you why. I know Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 4 has been released, but this phone costs now £699, brand new on Amazon here in the UK. That's insane. You can buy a refurbished one for £555. That's insane. This phone cost £1,599 last year. So you're saving yourself a whipping £1,000. That's just crazy. It's actually great to have the option because you've got two screens available. This is 120 Hz refresh rate, beautiful screen. So if you want to, watch some YouTube, for example, yeah, you just use it on a small screen. But if you want to bring it to the bigger screen, you just open it up and automatically you've got that bigger screen available, which is pretty amazing. Yes, I know the aspect ratio is not always the greatest, but you can always zoom it in to have that better experience. What do you think? You don't have to carry two devices like some people have tablets. Like basically, if you get a folding phone, you don't really need tablets anymore because you can consume the bigger contents and stuff on the bigger screen. Love it. Now, I love this because I do editing, as you can see here, on my devices, and I was actually making this video using the Fold 3 and it's just a pleasure to work with. Like, this is so much bigger than the phones I'm using. So if you're making a video for YouTube, then you'll be really happy about this. Now, in terms of the battery, I don't have complaints whatsoever. This phone will last me about 8 hours screen on time, which is better than Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. Now, I think because of the small screen, you can save the battery using some of the things on the smaller screen, and then if you want to, play around and do other things, consume media, then you just do the bigger screen. So I love that versatility. In my opinion, there's not a huge difference between Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3 and the Z Fold 4. Yes, they did some improvements, the camera's better, the design is slightly better. However, I wouldn't spend £1,699 for the Z Fold 4 when you can get this like 3 times cheaper. There's no brainer, isn't it? And what's great about the Z Fold 3, it has on the display camera, which is not the greatest for selfies. However, when you want to consume some content such as Netflix, gaming, you've got a whole screen available, which is pretty amazing, which takes me to the next one about multitasking. You can actually open 4 apps in a go and consume them at the same time, which is pretty insane. And you'll be thinking, yes, but what about the performance? I have compared this performance with Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra, and believe it or not, the XNS version on Samsung, which I'm actually using now, was slower than Snapdragon 888, which is a chipset on Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3. So in terms of performance, you will not be disappointed for sure. I think the Z Fold 3 was faster. Let's go and check on this. What's the time?
The time is 12:43.
Again, Z Fold. This is Snapdragon 888. This is last year chipset. Okay, let's open maps. Again. Do you know what I mean? Not to mention about the S Pen capabilities. I'm not a huge fan of the S Pen. I wasn't even using this on the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. But for some people, if you want to go and you want to make some notes, then you should be really happy about that. Camera, yes, the camera is not the latest, not the greatest, but I think it's still good enough. I was making a video about S22 Ultra using actually this phone, Z4 III, and you know what? You should go and check that video out to see what's the camera like, because I didn't have much complaint. It can shoot 4K 60 frames per second on main sensor, decent camera out there. So I'm actually using the main sensor 4K 60 frames per second, and it's great because I can see myself on the screen. So if you want to capture yourself using the main sensor for making content vlogging, awesome. Another huge thing that Samsung improved over the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 2, which I tested on my channel, so make sure you check that out, is IPX8 water resistance, so which means you can dig that thing under the water for 1 and 5 meters, which is pretty insane for folding devices, isn't it? So in terms of durability, you should be absolutely happy about that. The hinge is doing a great job, actually claiming that you can open and close it for 200,000 times, which is pretty insane. And another pretty amazing is the fact that this phone has incredible speakers. So it's not only great for consuming media, but the sound quality, thanks to Adobe Dolmus support, is pretty amazing. I was actually playing game on Nintendo Switch, and the speakers are like half decent comparing with Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Please let me know your thoughts about the Z Fold 3. Would you get one for that money? Or maybe you've got one already. Let me know your thoughts, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers!